Just one more. Just let me get one more, Lord. That was the prayer of U.S. Private Desmond T. Doss, who was a medic in the 307th. He was in Okinawa, 1945, May 1. Bullets whizzing around his head, and shells going off everywhere, and he was praying, God, give me one more. He had taken a vow to save lives, not to kill them. So his prayer was, just let me get one more, Lord. And he saved over 100 men that day. You know, it's been said that Christians and non-Christians hold one thing in common. They both get really uptight about personal evangelism. And I know it can be challenging, it can be hard and scary, but it can also be fun. Especially when you think of in light of eternity, it's so worthwhile. Can you imagine one day walking on the streets of the New Jerusalem and somebody comes up to you and says, thank you for saving me. Thank you for taking that risk and talking to me about Jesus. I'm here because you took that risk. Thank you. I mean, what a glorious day that would be. I was driving with my friend John on the way to Quesnel. I had a ventriloquism show to do in the mall in Quesnel, and John was coming along for some moral support and just kind of hang out together. And then halfway up, he starts asking me some questions about God, Jesus, and the Bible. And I realized this is not about me at all. John's interested in the Lord. So I said, John, grab the Bible in the back seat there. He grabs the Bible, and I just give him a few scriptures to read out of Romans, the Roman road of salvation, Romans 3:23 and 6:23 and 5:8, 8:9 and 10. And he starts reading them. I say, John, put your name in there. So instead of saying, for God so loved the world, he'd say, for God so loved John, he gave his only begotten son. And as he did this, he started to tear up. It got real personal. And I said, John, do you want to give your life to Christ? Yeah, I do. And so we just pull over and I say, no time like the present, buddy. And he says this little prayer, gives his life to Christ. It was an amazing day. I had no expectation of that. I wasn't thinking about that, but I was prepared because I had some scriptures that I knew would speak to him. Hey, listen, this summer, there's going to be all kinds of opportunities to share your faith with people, just in an informal, conversational way. We're trying to help you get past talking about the weather. So in June, every Monday, we want to do something to help prepare you for this. We're having short teaching times on questions such as, how do you start a conversation? How do you bring Jesus into the conversation? How do you host something? How do you come alongside? And then on the last Monday in June, we're going to have just a prayer time for the season that we're in, the season of harvest. And speaking of praying, I'm designating the month of July a month of prayer for Canada. So every day, literally every day if you can, at 4 p.m., prayer for Canada. Pray for our provinces, pray for our premiers, pray for our prime minister, pray for our community. And on Mondays at 4, from 4 to 5 p.m. in July, we will be having a time of prayer right here in the church. It's going to be a great time, and I'm calling you all to it. I want you to rise up to this, to pray this way for our country. We want to see God really move throughout our land. So come on, CCLF. Let's not leave one man behind. Let's cry out to God. God, just give me one more. Help me get one